Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Now, if you guys were there for my latest live stream, of course, you actually know that we actually talked a little bit about this video right here that we are talking about today. We went through the whole video, I gave my little critique on it, and within the live stream, I actually said I was gonna make a video, and, well, that is why we're here today. By the way, I do stream every first Friday of the month. Make sure to check it out. It's a good time if you're already subscribed, and, well, I guess if you're actually not subscribed, make sure to hit the subscribe button. The subscribe button? God. If you guys are there, you would know that this video got me a little bit upset, a little bit triggered. I was triggered, if you will. I really dislike any videos like this, anything that's pushing the agenda, the whole like quality versus quantity, pushing that idea of like you can't have a lot of reptiles and also take care of them at the same time. And if you have more than 5 animals, then you're an awful person, no matter what. Oh, way larger enclosures than the minimum size? Oh, all healthy looking animals? I don't know about that, Mr. Burke. You're in the triple digits, so you are automatically a bad person. It's dumb. The video's dumb. People that make videos like this are dumb. I know. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it this episode. If you're coming after people such as myself and fellow content creators and fellow people that have nice collections and take the time and the effort, which it does take time, effort, and money to produce and obtain a collection and take care of a collection of this size, and yet you're still gonna call us out of being like awful people and saying that you shouldn't support us, that's dumb. That's not nice, so I'm not gonna be nice. So let's get into it. We're gonna see Sassy Dakota. Let's check out this video. Let's do it.
What I'm not going to be doing in this video is calling out any one person specifically, although I'm not saying I would never do that. That's just really not what this video is for.
I like topics like this when people are like, listen, hey now, we're not gonna call out any names here. No, we're just talking about the idealization of this topic. And then, what was that, like 20 seconds later, continues to paste thumbnail after thumbnail of content creators they are going after. It's just like, I don't know, man. It's kind of like, it seems like one of those wussy ways out. Like, it's one of those like, well, some people in the hobby, like, I don't know, dude. Like, if you're gonna make a video about someone or a group of people, call those people out. Like, stick to what you are actually talking about. You know, go through it 100% of the way. Don't kind of be like around the bush, like, oh, well, I want to talk about this topic, but we're not gonna name any names. But here's all the thumbnails of people's names that I'm calling out. I'm just saying.
Let's just get right into it. So the first thing I've noticed is that sometimes I feel like Pettube has the effect of glamorizing or glorifying animal hoarding. You know, I feel like it just portrays to the
this is the like common stereotypical scapegoat for this kind of argument and this kind of agenda of saying like, oh, well, and I don't know much about, I think this is a topic to say or a disclaimer with this. I don't know much about this girl. I didn't know this account existed up until the live stream. I can't remember how we like randomly came across it. This is the only video, maybe I watched another one on the stream, but there's like 2 videos I've only watched of her. The chat was saying she had a lot of animals, now she doesn't have a lot of animals, so I don't really know what happened with that. I don't know if you just got like burnt out and you had like a solid collection and then you couldn't take care of it anymore, but here's really the thing. Strokes for different folks, or whatever the saying is on that. Just because you had a problem with taking care of that many animals and you felt that it was overwhelming for you, which is not a bad thing inherently whatsoever. I mean, I feel like if you did not think that you could properly take care of how many animals or whatever number of animals you had, and you felt like, I can't do this, I need to do the right thing with what's best about these animals and give them somewhere else, give them to other people that can take care of it, that's awesome, dude. Congratulations, that was a solid move. Here is what is not a solid move. That would be pushing the ideology that just because you can't take care of those animals and that many animals means no one can take care of those animals. Just take a look here at DVCB Exotics, man. We started with 2 reptiles, then moved into a house that turned into 30, then started a reptile business that has acquired me to get around and breed around somewhere 100 to 150 animals, man. This is my full-time gig. I do this for a living. I take care of my animals, I breed my animals, I sell my babies. This is all I do, and I have a blast doing it. I never understood just the ideology of like, if you love animals, but you have too many animals, all of a sudden you can't do it anymore. For sure, it is time consuming, it is a task, it is a daunting task at times, but that's not to say it's impossible. I mean, at the end of the day, we are talking about reptiles here. I know you went into the video about like, each reptile needs the attention that they deserve, but the common denominator is, I mean, some animals actually just absolutely hate getting any attention whatsoever. We take crocodile skinks, for example. Crocodile skinks are a shy and reclusive species that absolutely hate, do not tolerate being handled, being shown. It is a huge effort and task to be able to like raise these guys and tame them out to something that like you can tongue feed and things like that. But this is an animal you should hold. This is an animal that prefers being kind of like in the background, in the shadows. And that's to say with quite a few animals. There aren't that many reptiles out there that are like, oh my god, I'm being mentally abused because I'm not getting any attention. I really, from the bottom of my heart, don't believe that my bearded dragon, that my chameleon, is gonna have a gloomy day because I decided not to hold it for the day. It's probably actually gonna enjoy the fact that I didn't feel like holding it. Another thing I want to brush on now that we're on this topic at hand is the fact that the comment section is so bizarre here, and it's so weird seeing the like the double standards and things like that. So we had people talking about Tyler Rudney, Maddie Simpson, and those were, I didn't know everyone in the thumbnail, but I know those two people. They were shouted out in the thumbnails, which means they were coming after them, maybe not inheritably because you didn't specifically call out their names, but you showed their thumbnails. That means that video was directed towards that audience or those content creators. Here's the thing, so while those people are bad for having X amount of reptiles, I'm not really sure how many reptiles they own, I saw in the comment section, people are taking like Go Herping and putting him on a pedestal, being like, well, you know, Go Herping has equal on my animal, but he rescues them, so it's a totally different scenario. It's the exact opposite. 50 animals, bought from a breeder, rescued, or took for someone else for free, however you want to state that. Seems like the same thing to me.
I can't really say that it's always a bad thing to have a lot of animals. I think some people can make it work.
If that's how you feel, then why did you call out the people and the content creators who are actually doing right by their animals and then just show them in a negative light? That's literally hypocrisy at its finest.
I have to say, it really does concern me when I see videos that are titled like all my pets, and then in parentheses it'll say 60 plus animals. Like
I don't know what it is, man, but the way that she talks in that clip just, oh man, it gets under my skin. Oh, it gets under my skin. Honestly, it kind of concerns me, like 60 animals? Is that too mean? That might have been too mean. I don't know, man. It just sounds so super condescending. I don't like it. I hate it. I hate that part. I just had to put that. I hate the like condescendence in her voice and that like elitism of like, I have fewer animals now, so I'm kind of a better person than you.
Like they're trying so hard to get your attention by having an inordinate amount of animals.
Listen, it's called clickbait. Welcome to YouTube 101, where you have to put clickbaits in your videos in order to gain an audience. That is the game of YouTube. That is how everyone plays YouTube. Whether you are a vlogger, whether you make marketing stuff, YouTube help, or animal content, you have to clickbait to get the views. There are hundreds upon thousands of us creating videos in the millions. You have to get your video to stand out. How do you do it? You make your content more appealing to the audience. Now, I don't believe in any way, shape, or form that the content creators that were making these videos of 60 plus animals are saying that they only view their animals as a number. It's just a way to make their video stand out through the algorithm and through the individual user that wants to click on a video. Which one sounds more appealing to you? Seeing 5 animals or seeing 40 animals? That's cool. People love to live vicariously through you through animal content. Not everyone can do this. I understand it is a daunting task. It is not for everybody. I have probably lost my mind doing this, but that doesn't matter because I'm enjoying my life. I am having a hell of a time and I am taking care and loving all of these animals. And here's the thing, like I said, not everyone can do that, but what they can do is live vicariously through me by watching my content and enjoying the animals as much as I do.
Knows that whether it's because of the way the algorithm is set up or whether it's because that's just the content that people want to see the most, either
should probably watch more of the video. I probably should watch this whole video through instead of stopping. Next clip.
bottom because having a lot of animals is not like something to be achieved. You know, I think having animals that are cared for in a quality way and have really good enclosures and have happy, fulfilling lives is the big thing to be achieved. So yeah, it just feels like this race to the bottom and this competition to be.
That was dumb. Race to the bottom? That's dumb. By the way, just a quick pro YouTuber tip that I picked up along the way. You don't actually have to own the animals to put it in the thumbnail. I do this all the time. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I pull Google images and I put it in the thumbnail. People click on it. No one has said anything to me. Maybe this is my cancel moment. It's the fact that I don't own like probably 20% of the animals on my thumbnail. I just put them on because it makes the thumbnail look cooler. Remember, folks, you can clickbait without actually owning the animals.
And I'm not saying that that's even that content creator's intention. I do think that almost all, if not all, of the people who make animal-related content that I've seen here on YouTube truly do love animals, and that's the whole reason why they make animals the focus of their content. If you
I am so absolutely confused about this video now. Okay, you're contradicting yourself at like every point you make, and I feel like it's a point of like, I want to make this video and I want to talk about this topic, but I don't want to hurt feelings or get in anyone's bad side, which is fine, but it just makes for a crappy video. This is a bad video. It is a sloppily put together video filled with hypocrisies and contradiction through each other. You're talking about how like, it's gross that people have this many animals and they're hoarders that they take care of these animals. And then 20 seconds later, you're talking about, well, the people that do this actually aren't bad people. So which one is it? So what was the point of this video?
objects or a means to an end, which is kind of sad. So basically for me, the main issues here are that one, I am not confident as someone who has experience in this area that someone who has that many animals is able to properly care for all of them. And then
okay, number one, I'm sorry you couldn't do it. I'm sorry that you did not feel like you had the time, the energy, or the financial, whatever that issue may be, to take care of a collection that big. I understand your personal experience, and that does suck. I imagine it was a very hard thing having to get rid of your pets that you obviously had some sort of attachment to, or else you wouldn't have got them anyway. That does not mean that everyone else shares the same opinion or the same it's strife. I don't know what the, just because you couldn't do it doesn't mean other people can't do it. I'll simplify it down there. Because you couldn't take care of how many animals you have does not mean I can't take care of how many animals I have. Doesn't mean Tyler can't take care of any animals. Doesn't mean Maddie. Doesn't mean Tarantula Cat. Doesn't mean blah, blah, blah. Those people can't take care of those animals. See, I'm getting too angry and my macaw's getting angry. That's what's happening right here. Get it. I don't... It's such a weird video. It should not have been a calling out video, and I don't understand. It could have been made, it could have been a fantastic video. It could have been a video stating that, like, you went through... It could have been a video made where you talk about the struggles of taking care of all these animals, and how you felt that you couldn't do it and you did right by getting rid of these animals, and how you feel like you want to change your content for the better, making it, like you state, better enclosures, things like that, making your animals, as you say, happier. But that's not how you did it. Instead, you decided to do an attack piece calling out creators, but then like taking back everything you say in the same sentence. It's such a strange video.
And then two, I also feel like it sets a really bad example for viewers that may be watching who want to emulate that behavior.
Number two, the second biggest thing that always gets under my skin is, again, the idea, don't eat my hat, don't eat the hat, is the ideology of the fact that, like, if because you make videos on YouTube, now you normalize things, so you have to censor whatever you make. It's such a bad and Don't you go after my chameleon, you come here. Yeah, good bird, good bird. It's such a strange video, man. They're talking about, okay, so I've made this argument before in other videos when we talked about Tyler Nolan and venomous free handling. And it's stuff like this, like, should I not be holding my macaw? Should I not be giving scratches to my macaw? Because it sets an example that you can go and pet macaws? Because this macaw could really mess me up. This macaw in the past has really messed me up. He's a 6-year-old rescue, and he was abused for 5 or 6 of those years. Actually, you're like 7 now. Big boy. Yes, he was not friendly. It took a lot of work. But what I'm getting at is, just because it could, like, other people will then get it in their minds that they can do this, like, No, not everyone should hold a macaw, and not everyone should love on macaw like I love on you, even though you hate me. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, no, not everyone should do that. But does that mean, like, I all of a sudden can't make videos about it? Should we all just make videos about leopard geckos till the end of time? It's a stupid analogy. It's a stupid statement. I hate it. I can make an entire video about this and how much and how infuriating, annoying, and flawed that logic really is.
More interesting because they have a wider variety of animals that they can show and talk about. But when you look at their enclosures, they're all being housed in the minimum enclosure size for that animal. And also the enclosures are just not set up as thoughtfully as I feel that they could be. And you know,
okay, then call those people out. Why didn't you call the people out? You're setting this thing. I don't understand. You were just, you called out other people when they made thumbnails like that, but now you're talking about like an actual thing of like, well, the people that do are actually hoarding reptiles and that keep them in too small of sizes or bare enclosures, however you want to call it. But then you don't cite anything. You cited stuff before because it was an easy mark, but now with this is something that is actually a point for your video, you just don't do anything, and that's... Let's keep going. What are you doing? You having a good time? Yeah? Alright.
you know, my perspective, just for those of you who may not be familiar with me and my channel, is informed by being someone who used to have tons of huge aquariums with lots and lots of fish in them. I had 2 bunnies, a few axolotls, 3 cats, a dog, a couple leopard geckos, a crested gecko, 4 tree frogs, 4 dart frogs, a Pac-Man frog, and a snake all at once. I don't think I forgot anything, but...
Hey man, those are rookie numbers. You gotta pump those numbers up. Bad joke. Bad joke. Over here at the channel, we have 2 bearded dragons, 1 Chinese water dragon, 1 blue-tongued skink, 1 carpet python, 1 chameleon, 1 blue and gold macaw, 25 crested geckos, red-tailed boa, 2 Aki monitors, 21 ball pythons, 3 quince monitors, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tokays over there, 2 Chinese cave geckos, 1 Chinese cave gecko baby, a couple more crested geckos, a red-eyed tree frog, leopard gecko, white tree frog. I know it's a lot. We're not even close, buddy. Red-eyed crocodile skink. Then we head over to the reptile facility, and we got 3 tegus, 2 Argus monitors, a high yellow quince monitor, frilled lizard, like 16 tokays or something. The problem with breeding is the numbers keep fluctuating up and down. Sorry, she made a list. I can't put B-roll. I think I'm just gonna do like a very long zoom, and I just wanted to see if I could name them all. African gray, Myers parrot, emerald tree boa, American toads, 2 rabbits, a kitty cat, some dogs. Yeah, I guess I do have a lot of animals. Check out one of my 20 reptile room tours that I do like every other month because they get views, haha. And you'll see that each one of those animals is healthy, it's happy, and it's in a good enclosure. That is all.
Anything, but I could have. After having that many animals for a little while.
Oh, time for a scene change. Anyway, let's get back to talking about this video. Actually, I'm gonna move it back. The lighting is set in a specific area so I look better over here.
Saying that I'm never getting a new pet ever again. In fact, I do have plans to add to my little family of pets.
I like when anyone that makes this hey, not the chair, little dude, come on. I like people that make this argument, they hate saying the word like collection, and so they have to like paraphrase with any other word. So like you saw, I wanted to add to my little family. Yeah, that's the word I want to go with.
Or unboxing a new pet.
There are those thumbnails again. Where are the thumbnails when you're talking about people that aren't housing their animals or it's too small and bare? I want to see those thumbnails. I don't want to see thumbnails of people that get pets. That's
how to care for your crested gecko. And then the next week you do a video getting a new corn snake. Well, the getting a new corn snake video is going to do way better, and it's going to be ranked way higher than your previous video, which was not about getting...
Oh, I just want to bring this little number up. This actually isn't how it works for me. I've made a lot of like unboxing things. I don't know if it's because it's for breeders or like holdbacks. It's not like exciting new reptiles, but my unboxing videos don't do very well. When I get a new pet, it never does. It does okay. 800 to 1.2 thousand views within the week. That's all good and dandy, but my #1 video is a white tree frog care guide that I own one of and only talked about one time. So I don't know if I broke YouTube or if that's just not the case and that's just like what the stereotype is getting new animals gets views, because I tried it. Doesn't work. I still get the cool animal, but I did not get the views for it, and I guess that kind of just reinforces that, at least personally in my mind, which I guess we're just going for personalies in this video, is the fact that, well, you new pets don't get me views, so I won't talk about new pets. I'll just enjoy them because I wanted them. Can I help you?
And so they just keep getting new pet after new pet after new pet, and before they know it, they have like 50 animals. In reality, getting a new pet should not be something that happens frequently. It should be a rare occurrence, actually. Hot take, I know.
I don't know, man. How about we just like let people do what they want, because if they're actually just taking care of their animals and putting them in proper housing and correcting the proper husbandry, which you stated with the people whose thumbnails you use, I don't see why you shouldn't, why do I need to set a time limit on what pet I can own if I'm doing everything right? Hot take, I know.
You just shouldn't be going out and getting a new pet every month. I don't know why I'm explaining this so much. Isn't it kind of like a no-brainer?
Ugh, there it is again, man. That like condescending, like, I don't know why I'm explaining this. Isn't it a no-brainer? Look how much better I am than you people that own more than 7 reptiles. Oh my god, I don't understand it, dude. Why? Why do you have to look like you recorded that video, that clip, you edited that clip, you saw it multiple times, you probably did a quick revision, watched the video before you uploaded it, you watched it again because we need that watch time. Click that link, you know what I'm saying? And then you were, that entire time, you were like, yes, that is what I want to be portrayed as. Someone that is just being condescending to video creators. Fantastic. Excuse you? God. And then she does it again. She contradicts herself again. Oh my god. It goes into it. Oh my god. And I understand video creators and full-time creators that have years and years of experience of doing this, that they have more time in their hands. Then why are you making a call-out video? If you're literally just going to make these accusations and immediately pull them back, what is the point of the video itself? This is like mind-boggling. I'm hurting my brain listening to all these hypocrisies and contradictions. It's literally every 5 seconds. Going into this as like, well, even though like this is your full-time gig and you literally do this for a living, just take care of animals, you still might underestimate, you know, just how much time it takes. How? I've been doing this for almost 7 years. I think I understand how much time it takes and how much time will be added with a new reptile. How after 7 years would I all of a sudden just underestimate it? Riddle me that.
At what cost? So yeah, those are my thoughts, and again, definitely not trying to put myself up on a pedestal or say that I am better than anybody else. I'm just trying...
You're trying not to put yourself on a pedestal, but I find that very hard to believe when there are multiple takes of, why am I explaining this? That people shouldn't have a lot of animals? Guess it's a hot take. Losing my mind. I am going completely insane. This is it. This is when Dakota finally cracks. Oh boy. Actually, you know what? I can't do this anymore. There's like 2 minutes left. I can't do it anymore. I'm sorry. I can't do it. I'm done. Alright, so that was hot take of the day. Is this, Jennifer Lynx's The Problem with Pettube, 100 animals, exclamation point, which I find as a huge hypocrisy of you stating that it is awful to clickbait saying with 100 animals, yet you do the exact same. Is it irony? Is it satire? Or is it just dumb? You decide. Right, I've literally have been doing this for way too long and my camera battery is about to die, so let's get into this. My final thoughts about this video, dumb. Thank you very much, we'll see you now. I've riddled throughout the video and kind of repeated myself, but I think that's because the video repeated itself a lot. A lot of contradictions, and not a very well-made video. I don't think it was very well planned. I don't think while she had the video, I believe she had the general idea of what she wanted to make the video about. I don't think she executed that in a good way whatsoever. Like I said, there was a lot of like shade throwing and then immediately like retracting that shade. Like she would like call out people, but then like in the same sentence be like, well, those people aren't bad though. So like, why did you call them out? It's riddled with things like that. It's riddled with saying that people are bad, but then saying that people are good. It's a strange video. It's a very strange video with a very malicious agenda, and I don't know if that malicious was directly intentful or if it was just an accident, but at the end of the day, that's what it was. It's a malicious attack video. You put the clickbait title, you put the clickbait thumbnail in it, that's what you wanted to make, but I don't believe that's what you really wanted to make. It's so strange. It's such a strange video that hurts my brain. But yeah, that's the video. Honest opinions, I think you could have told your story in a much, much better light. I don't think it would have gotten the views that you wanted, and I think that is a big reason why you made this video. Honestly, I'm surprised you didn't put Pettuber's faces in your thumbnail. That's really what drove, or like what it felt like that's what it needed. Like that's literally one step away from like what that video was as far as like getting that clickbait and getting those views. It seemed like a view grab to me. I'm gonna be completely honest. I think you could have made a video stating that like you had this large collection and you felt personally that you didn't have the time and almost you felt like you were doing wrong by your animals. So you made that difficult choice, which I will admit is a very difficult choice, and to rehome those animals, decided to get a tighter collection and upgrade everyone's enclosures, make it seems like you have very beautiful bioactive vivariums, which is always awesome to see, and you could have made a video like that. It could have been like a happy ending thing of like, hey, personally, God, look at those nails, man, that is just scratching me. It could have just been like, hey, I felt like I had too many animals and I got rid of some, and this is what my content's gonna be about, and that would have been awesome. I wouldn't have made a video about it. I would have been like, hey, good for you, man, you made a good choice, awesome. That's not the video you made. Instead, you decided to do an attack piece on the pet tubing community and to try to drive, which I know you didn't say it, and I feel like when you make these types of videos, you don't need to say you're trying not to be on a pedestal because your content should reflect that. And your content definitely did not reflect that. Your ending statement was, we should support YouTubers with smaller collections, not larger collections. You're putting yourself on a pedestal. It doesn't matter that you say you're not. That's literally what you're doing. So, weird. Weird video. But hey, what did you think about the video? Do you think Dakota is completely in the wrong? I know I got a little, I got a little malicious with mine. maybe not the best thing to make. But hey man, this type of video really pisses me off. I did not like it, so you're gonna get the full unfiltered version of my thoughts and ideas. Cancel culture, come for me. I already hate myself. Do your worst. Or do you think this video was as dumb as I think it does, and you really don't, maybe you're just as confused as I am about the video, because that really could be a solid take. I understand completely if that's what you are. Drop me a comment in the comment sections. Let's see what that like to dislike ratio stems from. I think her following's like hundreds of thousands and mine's like 12, so yeah, this should go well. This should go excellent for me. Alright guys, that's gonna wrap it up for today. You wanna, any last words? Any last words, Dante? Last words? No, you're just looking at the bearded dragon? Kiss my butt. Okay, well, there you have it. That's Dante's opinion on the matter. Let's get out of here. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Until then, goodbye.